And I pray to flippin' God. Please tell me it didn't affect the sound balance. It did not. It's just naturally loud on the title screen.
Oh yeah, title screen is like fuck you loud.
Okay, there it is, and there it is. Do the sharing thing real quick, and then we can just jump right into it. Sorry for the delay, folks. I blame Mass Effect. Considering that has been my life for the past almost week, and then Shin Megami Tensei 3 is going to come in and say, hey, guess what? I'm here now, too.
Yeah, Rob is realizing that his not replaying heavy story games for super long periods of time is now obsolete, and Mass Effect is an amazing series.
I mean, it's been a few years since we did the series.
Yeah.
And like
it's a fucking amazing game, though, still.
Like I kept saying, like, I didn't remember most of the story points, so it's like, alright, this is gonna be fun to do again.
So yeah, just in case anybody does not know, Mass Effect Legendary Edition came out last weekend. So, there might be a good amount of Mass Effect talk in this.
If you don't want any spoilers.
Rob's been playing nothing but Mass Effect 1 in that, and instead of me doing that as well, which I'm going to, but I've mainly dug back up Mass Effect 3 multiplayer on my PS3 because I am fucking addicted to that. And they might bring it back, and I'm super fucking excited, and I'm gonna fucking stream it if they do. I swear to God. It's gonna fucking happen. If they do it quick enough, hell, maybe that'll be my return to form thing for my channel.
Perhaps.
Because fuck, I want to play more of that. Anyway. Pillars. I'm excited for this Pillar stream.
Supposedly we're getting off the island today.
we're getting out of tutorial land today.
Alright, so we need to talk to Clario.
Faber music, yes!
Absolutely. Oh, that's right, Clario the Dick. Alright, can't wait to screw him over.
Yeah, we have to kind of remind ourselves what happened in Pillars, because Mass Effect just had a fucking memory sledgehammer, I'm sure.
That and the fact that we didn't have a stream last week, so that week gap is kind of fucking with memory too.
Well, I mean, that combined with the Mass Effect memory sledgehammer.
Yes.
I'm sure really just fucking kicked this out of our minds.
Uh-huh.
So, we might need a tiny bit to get reacquainted with this.
No word from the Animancers?
Fuck the Animancers.
That's one way to get back into character. Animancers.
Also, yeah, I need to remember. This is Parshi. This is not Oriana. This is not Siren.
Oriana. Get out of the Mass Effect mindset.
This is not Oriana. This is not Siren. This is Parshi.
Parshi.
She's jaded.
Parshi, we got Adair, we got fucking Shodi, and then last stream we got fucking
Aloth.
Aloth. Like I think his alias was Angbert or something like that.
Something like that. Yeah. There he is. Again, the five years took a toll on him.
We got our fucking battle mage back.
He actually a battle mage.
He looks so fucking silly with that.
I think we actually made him a battle mage.
Huh?
I think we actually made him a battle mage, right?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's part fighter now.
Yep, there it is.
And as soon as we get a fucking... I think we discussed that as soon as we get a fucking wand, then that's going in his offhand instead of that dagger.
Right.
Actually, you know, a pistol still has piercing damage. And it is ranged.
That's why we put it on him.
Yeah, but that's on his secondary loadout. Like, we could theoretically have a scepter and a pistol. Magic and gun!
You're right. And then
also, another thing I remember that's super useful, if you go over to Shodi. So, something that I really, really fucking appreciate. Okay, you see that small shield in her secondary loadout?
Mm-hmm.
Get rid of that.
Okay.
Okay, now go over to the lantern. And you see that little icon right there?
Oh.
It's super fucking useful, so you don't have to have two separate shields.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well then.
I didn't remember that until I rewatched the fucking stream.
Well then. Yeah.
I believe that is only for shields. I could be wrong, but I think that's only for shields.
Seems like it. Well, let's see.
Oh wait, no it isn't. No, I just...
Nope, it's for everything.
Okay.
Okay.
Anyway, but yeah, I remember that. Super fucking useful.
That's really good. Especially
So
because
you don't have to... I mean, if you do switch loadouts, perhaps that's something to work around in terms of... You know... Like, I know Aloth, with his original scepter in the first game, that would have been amazing if he had a way to switch back and forth with that fucking thing.
Yeah. Okay. Parshi. She's jaded. It's been 5 years. She's done with everything. She's a little more... She's not sure. She's a little more devious.
You mean a fucking liar?
Shh.
It's a funny way of saying she's a fucking liar now.
She's done being walked over.
Very, very honest to, like, just embrace the bluff.
She's done being walked over. Also, I meant to put the stream up so I can, you know, look at the chat.
Yeah, that would help. Got space bacon as well.
Yeah, Space Bacon. Which will eventually be renamed to actual Space Bacon. Preemptively say, shut up, other me. Not prepared for this stream at all.
Yeah, we got... again, Mass Effect really fucking blew our brains apart.
Yeah.
Because, for both of us, really. And even Suzie, like, just our lives have become Mass Effect.
Yeah. Alrighty.
Once again, another obligatory. I really hope they bring the multiplayer back. Okay, getting out of that. Get it. I'm
Getting
just gonna
that
have
out
to
of the
say
way.
that every now and again. Just to get it out of my system. It's like a cooldown.
I have information about the dig site.
At last, Belfetto, tell me, please, what has happened? How much have we lost? I must know.
I must
know. Okay, I didn't read the rest of the sentence at first, so I thought it was just, I'm sorry, some of your animancers made it.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to tell you, but your people are alive.
I saw the same destruction Aothis wreaked on Cad Nua. Odorisi is dead, along with most of your animancers.
I see. And the work? Odorisi's notes? Was there nothing of his research?
I can't remember what the research was about.
It was the glowing Audra pillar, I believe. And just the work on glowing Audra. Like the vein of glowing Audra, because it's a very, very valuable resource.
Right.
I believe. If I'm remembering correctly, I believe that is the case. I know you're considering this because you look at that lie and you're like, embrace the lie.
I'm trying to figure out. I mean, Claria was kind of a dick. He wasn't the best man that we've talked to. Yeah, I didn't find anything.
Of course. Nothing. Nothing to show for years of investment and planning. Damn it!
Turns away to snarl his recriminations towards the door, a fist clenched at the side of his head.
You say this is all the work of the Titan, of Aothis, and you still insist on looking for him? He destroyed your ship, killed my people. Would it not make more sense to sail to the far side of the world and away from all this?
Yeah, I don't have a choice.
It is a strange obligation you are under. I understand a little of that. Lucky for you. If I were a more sensible man, I would take this for fable and turn you away.
Yeah. Wait, what is this? Come on. Intellect. Aothis is using the Ultra Pillars as an energy source. If I can find him... Wait, if I can find more, I can find him.
If I can find him, I can find more.
If I can... I was actually about to say, if I can find him, I can find him.
The color red is red.
Merla. He will ravage every outpost in the Deadfire. That Adra is why we are here. Why everyone is here, in truth. The Valiant Trading Company, the Royal Deadfire Company, countless mercenaries. You'll want to go to Nekataka.
Bless you.
Queen Onekaza II rules there at the Kahanga Palace. Anyone seeking to do business in the Deadfire Archipelago must negotiate with her first. The Queen knows every Adra vein of worth in the Deadfire. I'm certain she can help you. That is, if she agrees to see you at all.
Who?
Reminder that if there's any font of a different color within the thing that he is saying, that it will give you a blurb in case you need it.
Yep. Who are the Kahanga?
The most powerful tribe in the region, now that Onekaza II has united a host of them under her rule. Ikawa would disagree, but then Ikawa contents herself with a spit of land and a handful of followers.
Yeah, you promised to help me.
I have not forgotten. We will get you to Nekataka. And for that, you need your ship. I'll arrange it with Ikawa. Between the two of us, I'm certain we can gather the workers we need. Head down to the beach once you are ready to depart.
Goodbye.
Safe travels, Captain. Do take care.
Get the fuck out of here.
Fuck you. Alright, is there anything else that I need?
Also, do you have a fan pointed at your computer by any chance?
I do.
Okay, just making sure.
I remembered.
Just making sure, because
it still
went
overheats.
a little bit framey, so...
It still overheats. The fan,
Right.
the fan only makes sure that the outside is. Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like it's trying to help. It's better than nothing.
Maybe you should invest in one of those like fan platforms to put the computer on.
Maybe.
Like, that might be a good idea if this is a constant issue.
Yeah, like every time I use this damn computer now, it starts to overheat.
Yeah, so, and unless you plan on getting a new one anytime soon, the next best thing is probably just getting a fan platform.
This one is still relatively new.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Many have come to the Juana city of Nekataka. To seek their...
You better get used to saying that, by the way.
Which one?
Nekataka.
Ah.
Well, and Juana, I guess. The Juana's the people. The Nekataka is the place.
Right. To seek the fortunes in luminous Adra. If anyone knows where the large pillar of note may be found, I'm likely to find them there. Return to the beach. Blah, 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 blah. And apparently none of our party members had anything to say about me lying to the guy. So.
Fuck 'em. Well, what is Aloth gonna say?
It's true.
By the way, she's lying. Also, I'm not Engbert. And, I mean, Adair doesn't give two flaming fucks what happens around him. As long as you're not punching like a rabbit in the face, he's fine.
Or insulting Aothis.
Yeah, I get it. But at the same time, he's kind of a dick.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we were also gonna buy a club.
We were. I don't think we have enough money for it.
No, but we can come back here.
Wait a minute. Where'd the club go?
This is not...
This is not the club place.
No, that it's a bit more south. Is the
Gotcha.
one.
What is this one? Jafar, blah, blah, blah. It's like the same one he has.
I don't think so.
No, there... Hold on. No, he has bounding missiles. He has the bouncy ones. This one is level 4. Or the one
The
that's,
other one are
that's being sold.
What was it, like the concussive ones?
Yeah, the concussive missiles.
Weren't those like the main
The
ones?
ones I used, yeah. But I also use the bounding missiles.
Oh.
I mean, I could just get the Grimoire and keep it in his inventory in case I want to switch it out.
I mean, it's also a situation where I'm sure you're going to teach it to him innately as well when you get that far. Because we need those missiles.
Yeah.
It's 1/3 of the biggest plan we ever have.
You're right.
Sand in the eyes, knock him down, magic missile.
Yep. Alright, it's over here. Ado. Good day.
Yeah, that I actually think one of them were the traitor.
Swords,
That's the one.
shield.
Clubs. Essence Interrupter.
That's a bow.
Still a really good bow.
It is a very good bow. I actually think I used that near the end of my my test file.
Mm.
It's a very good bow. Very good.
Oh, this club. This club is so good.
Yeah, Shattered Vengeance. Really good club, and it would work really well with Parshi.
We need to get it. Don't have enough money yet. God damn it, we need to get it.
We'll come back for it. And who knows what kind of other upgrades it has. Like, that's just it at its base form.
It's true. We did good. We went into town, we threatened an injured man. We lied to the mayor. We killed somebody.
We threatened to beat a guy up, you got beat up for a while, and then we finally killed him. After wading through water, Shodi sucked some souls into her lantern.
It's a good day. Well, I guess it wasn't just a day. Also, is there anything that I am missing? That's on the water, can't do that. We've been to the dig site. That's Port Mahe.
Though you haven't been to the left.
You're right. Can I should probably go to the left.
I see a little bridge.
I also see a little bridge. What do we got here?
Hiding little bridge. Damn straight. And not even the kind of hammer we want in this game.
You're right. Oh, hey, a burial site.
Oh, hey! That sounds like a place of fucking loot.
Juanas tribes traditionally heap their dead onto pyres or give their bodies to the deep sea, but mounds like these suggest that wrongas of honor, wealth, and distinction were buried nearby.
Yeah, fuck it, we can loot that place. Yeah!
The tomb rises from the earth before you. Its stone exterior is well wrought and decorated with reliefs of Tangaloa and Ngati, excuse me. I remember that one specifically. It likely houses the body of someone important to a local Juana tribe.
Yeah, that'd be awesome if we could find like $3 grand in here.
Get some pyrite. Alright. What else we got? Got 34 times some Nui shells. Alright.
5 piece. It's not bad.
We're getting there. What else?
Let me find more.
We got some mother of pearl.
Oh, that's... if I remember correctly, that's actually not a bad find.
There goes the sun.
Yep.
Find a yellowed scroll. Scroll of prayer for the body. Alright.
Man, I bet they were using that to fucking honor their dead. Oh, well, fuck it, it's mine now.
That's it. There's nothing left to loot.
Yeah, we took the whole burial site, too. Adair just hefted up.
He can do that. Probably. Also, Nintendo just released something about fucking Skyward Sword HD.
Oh,
I want my Twilight Princess, damn it.
I would also like Twilight Princess.
Because you've never played it.
Nope. That is one of the games I've wanted to play the most.
Good. You were here. Clario has made good on his promise. We are making ready to free your ship.
Ikawa gestures... I hate that word. Gestures towards your vessel, where a motley group of Juana and Valian workers race to and fro. Look down. Look down. That's literally the beginning of the movie, is them just pulling a ship into port.
Which movie?
Les Mis.
Ah.
Never seen the stage play yet. I will eventually.
I say still that you are fortunate. The ship was nearly lost, but it will float. For how long, I cannot say. You will wish to find a friendly port with some speed, I think.
Some good you are.
Bitch!
What if there's another storm?
Then you sink.
Oh.
Come.
Well,
we will see your defiant out to sea.
I mean, at least that's true.
Yeah. Oh, we just leveled up.
Oh, hey.
I saw that. That's 2 blessings gained.
Oof. Framing seeming real bad.
It's because it's loading.
Perhaps. But even before it started loading.
Oh, really?
Oh boy, here we go.
I already lost morale.
Here we fucking go.
You've received a curious...
welcome to the meat of the game.
Curious message from Harbinger Vatnir.
So yeah, you're gonna get... This is where, like, all the fucking DLC shit starts piling in.
Oh, boy.
Like,
so should I read it right now?
Notifications.
So should I not read it?
It's entirely up to you whether you want to read it now or not. Just, if you don't read it now, then don't forget to later.
Would I accidentally sell it? Like, is it possible to accidentally sell it at some point then?
I'm not sure.
I'm not taking a chance. A wax-sealed letter. 1 quest item. This missive, written in what looks like dried blood on a slice of tanned leather, comes to you rolled and sealed with the mark of the Aurochs. The letter, spidery and sharp, suggests the sender may have been shivering as they composed it. Most glorious watcher of Cadnua. What does it say about Cadnua, actually? Cadnua was a dear wooden castle built over the ruins of the endless paths of Odnua. Considered cursed, few ventured into its halls, and even fewer made any effort to hold on to the castle or the lands around it. Until we came along, in which case everybody started to want it. You became the de facto lord of the castle after defeating its previous master, the Watcher called Merwald. As the Watcher of Cadnua, you ruled the stronghold until it was destroyed by Aothus. The god of light occupied the outer body of Maros Nua. I have a name now. Beneath the castle and pulled himself out from the ground, destroying it in the process.
You did actually get that name at near the end of the Endless Paths. Where, what's his fuck Nua? The father, like, showed up the second to last floor, and he was like, I did all this because my son was, like,
yes, yeah.
up, and this is the body that I made for him, essentially.
Right.
And obviously that didn't work out. Especially because everybody kind of revolted against him, but so.
And Aothus is like, thanks!
Yeah, mine.
No, my son!
No! Well, he's fucking gone. Who cares?
I cordially invite you to a feast to be held in your honor. That already sounds suspicious.
I swear to God, if there's something about my succulent elf flesh again...
That's the first thing that came to mind. It's like, these are just cannibals. A community of like minds has congregated at Harbinger's Watch, a small outpost located in the southern Deadfire Sea, to witness the dead flow's rapid expansion. Soon I shall consume all, and Rumorgan's dominion over dead Aor be unchallenged. We eagerly anticipate hosting your magnificence with admiration for your many accomplishments, Vatnir, the High Harbinger of Dusk. You do know I pissed off Rumorgand, right?
He kind of let some people go into his domain without his
permission.
We
consent,
should
and
address
he
the
wasn't too
matter of our
happy about
ship's
that.
resources before we get underway.
Alright. Ammunition gained 8, medicine 12, okay, repair 7. Arena was injured. Right.
That was the woman that was stuck under
I remember
a
that.
fucking box or some shit.
It
That you-
saddens me to inform you that we lost several crew and most of
Really?
our provisions during the storm.
Mm.
However, Port Margé appears to be well supplied, and I expect the recent disaster has left several sailors in want of a ship.
So you tell me I gotta go back?
It'll be. I think you can actually, now that you're on a boat.
You just fast travel.
Well, no, you can. Well, I guess you'll see, but not exactly fast travel. But you can.
I suggest
You don't have to
we
go through the
contract for
land part.
additional
Gotcha.
supplies and crew before we return to open water, or our voyage may indeed be a short one.
Right.
So this is where. This is where that morale system comes into play. Also, guess what? Now you're actually just on a fucking boat, and this is yours, and now you control the boat, and you're a captain of your own ship.
Why am I a captain?
You're a captain now.
In Deadfire, not every ship on the seas is friendly. Hostile ships can attempt to engage you in ship-to-ship combat.
Yep.
During ship combat, distance and orientation to the enemy are vital to your success. Distance determines if the enemy is in range of your cannons, or vice versa. Orientation determines what cannons, if any, you can fire, as well as how easily your ship may be hit. Turning your side to the enemy may allow you to fire the most cannons, but it makes you the easier target. Each ship must maintain its sails and hull. Damaged sails limit the speed of the ship. If a hull is destroyed, the ship will sink. A ship's cannons is also limited by how much ammunition the ship is carrying. Makes sense? When two ships get close to each other, they can board or ram. Boarding locks the two ships together and turns distance to a deck-to-deck fight between the two ship crews. A ramming attack does damage to the hulls of both ships. If one does not sink, the battle transitions to a deck-to-deck battle. Once you have victoriously sunk the other ship or defeated them in deck-to-deck combat, you can plunder what remains. So we're pirates. Got it.
You can be.
Plunder typically includes super resources, treasures, and occasionally the unique triumph of a noteworthy enemy captain. Coins can be shared with the crew to improve morale. My money, fuck you. And triumphs are always flown from your ship's rigging.
So this ship system and the ship battles, I personally actually really love.
Okay.
Also, if you hit, I forget what the shortcut is, but you can see at the bottom. You see that little ship icon next to the camp icon?
H.
It's H. So, welcome to the fucking ship UI.
Okay. Several jobs on the ship that the crew needs to fill while sailing. Every ship needs deckhands, cannoneers, and a helmsman, and all ships benefit from having a cook, surgeon, and navigator on board. The larger ships even require a boatswain to keep the deckhands in order. To place a new sailor on the... Yeah, mouse? Oh, that's in the thing.
That's not yours.
To place a new sailor on the ship, you must be in a port. Click an available sailor from the known sailor section and move them onto the open role of the ship. Note that each sailor has different talents and all sailors will be well suited for the given job. Filter through the known sailor job types to see who excels at each role. Simple enough. Your crew consumes both food and drink while adventuring. The type of food and drink you feed them will adjust their morale. The more expensive provisions make them happier. Cheap food and drink will lower their morale over time. Fuck you. Even so, few things will impact your crew's morale as badly as letting them starve. A starving crew with low morale may mutiny. If neglected for long enough, some may even die. several jobs on a ship. Captain determines how likely the ship is to gain advantage, move first, and other bonuses in ship-to-ship combat. Deckhands are required to perform any maneuvers in ship-to-ship combat. If a ship does not have enough deckhands, it will move more slowly on the world map. The more skilled deckhands a ship has, the faster it will move in combat. The boatswains count as deckhands, but it's more important for their ability to accelerate the completion of special events, such as putting out a Deadfire on the ship by coordinating their actions. A helmsman is required for turning and jibe actions in ship-to-ship combat. For more experienced helmsmen, make the ship harder to hit after performing turn and jibe actions. Cannons cannot fire without a cannoneer to assigned to them. The more experienced the cannoneer, the more accurate their fire. The surgeon increases the rate of healing for injured crew members in reserve, both in combat and while traveling. Two jobs have no combat roles, but may be called upon to resolve ship events. The navigator increases the speed on the world map, and the cook reduces food consumption while traveling.
So yeah, there's a lot to this, but I will try to help with the understanding of this to the best of my ability.
Right.
Okay. Some of the roles that you just read are not available on this ship, as you can get multiple ships. Mm-hmm. And side note, you can name them if you want.
All right.
As well as change the color and all that and customize it, which I fucking adore. And kind of make it your own thing.
Right.
But it seems very complicated at first, but I promise it's a lot simpler.
Okay.
But yeah, that's also the morale system with the food and drink, as you read. So that's what all that means. Obviously, if you are giving the food or drink to the crew, you will not have it for resting bonuses.
Right.
So keep that in mind. That's also why I said you can never have too much of a +0 morale gain for food and drink, because it's much better to have that than a minus.
Right. Okay.
There's also the matter of experience of members, which I'm not sure if I should get into right now or wait until that pops up. But yeah, we're missing some people, so we might want to circle around. So yeah, also the thing with the flag. The flag is the only thing that is not really customizable, as it's a situation where you're going to have this the majority of the time. You will want this, because think of it in a way of, sure, I mean, I know there was faction stuff in the last game, but I feel like you'll understand it better in terms of New Vegas.
Okay.
Now, remember in New Vegas how if you put on the armor of a specific faction, they would view you differently? Mm-hmm. That is how it works with the flag.
Okay.
So as long as you have this flag on, they will react based on your, like, how much they like you or something. Mm-hmm. So just throwing that out there.
So it's the most neutral flag.
Yes. So, like, if you put on a flag of a faction that is, like, well, let's just say a faction, and then an enemy from, or, like, somebody who's an enemy of that faction comes over and you have that flag equipped, they will attack you.
Right.
But yeah, just wanted to get that out of the way immediately.
Gotcha. Why is this half circle versus full circle?
Those are the colors.
Oh, okay.
Those are if you want to color the thing.
Gotcha. I'll figure that out later.
Yeah. The customization stuff could probably wait, so we'll just rock the Defiant.
So what do we have?
Unless you want to rename it, but that's entirely up to you.
Put the hardtack. Get the hardtack out. Get the water out.
I will also say something very important that I don't know if it actually tells you. Whatever is on the left out of those rows, the leftmost thing is going from left to right is what is like the order of consumption.
Right.
So I would say if you put good stuff on there, like say your morale's low, make sure all the good stuff is
on the left. Okay.
If you have very high morale, then I'd say put a lot of your neutral stuff in front, so that you can save the goods, you know.
Where is the morale on this thing?
The morale is you see right under the word resources at the top.
Yeah.
That's the morale.
This is the morale.
It's 68 out of 100.
Okay.
Morale is very important.
Yeah. I'll give you some fruit. Some grog.
Grog.
Now, what is the rate of... Hello, Blaze.
Hello.
Welcome to the stream. The reason I said it that way is because my glasses were in a weird position, so I thought you said why instead of hey.
Why?
Welcome to the stream.
Why do you do?
Welcome to the stream. This is, obviously, you know, you're welcome, but I'm going to give you the spiel anyway. This is my first time playing through this game. PJ over here, my co-commentator, gives me the information as needed, so obviously no spoilers. And, yeah, that's really about it. We're just going through the ship system right now and trying to figure all that out. I was going to let you know that no Blaze Blue cross-tech battle. It's not kid. I don't... You mean canon?
No, it's not candy, Rob.
I mean, it's not candy.
Don't stop eating it. I know you like the game, but put it down. Stop consuming the game.
Rum...
Were you going to ask about the rate of consumption?
Yes.
If you hover over the food and drink at the top.
No.
Put the number.
Okay.
So, better cook makes it last longer, essentially. But, yeah, it tells you exactly
so
how many per day. The days go by fairly quickly.
Okay.
So, well,
so would it be better to have an overstock of the food and drink in everything in this at all times then?
I usually do that. That's why it's good. Like, yeah, sure, there is stuff with minus morale, but that's the stuff that's going to be the most plentiful.
Right.
So it's at least good to have that at the very end, because -1 is better than the outrageous minus number that you get if they're starving.
Fair enough.
It's always good to have that stuff as a backup.
Gotcha. Also, yeah, I was aware. Did I ask that? Well, if I did, thank you for the answer there, Blaze. I think I am aware that cross-tech battle is not canon. Kind of, I mean, it's a crossover game. Crossover games are rarely canon.
What are you talking about? Smash Brothers is canon.
What else we got? Arak. I have a very drunk crew.
Yeah.
Tarloaf. Grab that. God, we got like no drinks. I guess ale. We'll start off with that.
Alright. Yeah, you still don't have many people.
Or many resources.
That too.
Okay, so...
I'm interested to see how the ship system turns out.
It's going to confuse me.
And if you end up building a ship yourself that you love as much as I ended up loving mine. Of course, I'm very sentimental when it comes to like, bases or vehicle bases, such as ships or anything like that.
Right.
So, we'll see.
So...
By the end of this, we're gonna have, like, a floating tank named the SS Cadus.
That is tempting. What the fuck?
Oh, it's coming for you.
Am I on there is no fast mode on the sea. Oh no, there is.
No, there is.
I didn't see that up there.
It's coming for you.
What type of anime franchise? The
adult kind.
Shut up. Technically, I guess right now, The World Ends With You, that's the closest, because that's what I'm currently watching.
He also likes Persona.
I haven't watched the anime, though.
That's fair.
Oh, hey, repair supplies.
Oh, hey.
So does green... Oh, no, that is definitely an anime.
That was the star rating that you were looking at? So that is, I believe, a 6-star captain, which is the highest you can possibly get.
God damn it. Why? How do I avoid?
You fucking boat, Rob. You fucking boat. Here it comes!
Fuck you!
Just did a fucking hard turn.
Oh, hey! Hey, another ship! You never got into the Persona series before. Persona's good!
Yeah.
This seems scripted. This totally seems scripted. As the Defiant leaves Port Mahe behind, you casually observe dozens of other ships coming and going, mostly fishing and trading vessels. One craft stands out. An imposing dhow.
No. No, Rob, no. Down. Dhow. Yo, you floating Dhow?
An imposing dhow, replete with cannons, crests into view across the Defiant starboard bow. The flag raised high atop its sails signifies a wish to parley. However, the dhow approaches at an aggressive speed, suggesting that it may not easily be turned away. Well, obviously I can't outrun it.
You got a shitty little boat.
I'm not doing shit. The distance closes quickly. Soon the massive dow's hull rolls on the waves beside your ship. Boarding planks emerge and are quickly cast onto your ship, along with shouts from its crew notifying you that their captain will be boarding. Oh, why thank you, Blaze. The last 2 years of my life and the video series on the channel has been dedicated to Blaze Blue, and I've definitely learned to love the series. So, I'm glad that other people were enjoying it as well. Several well-armed men cross the planks, their eyes watching every inch of your ship. The crowd parts open to make way for their captain, a tall, well-dressed man. He peers at you with one impeccably groomed eyebrow raised. Following behind the captain, and in stark contrast, strides an unkempt Orlin. A pair of pistol grips protrude from his belt, and he casually twirls a stocky firearm around his index finger. His shaggy face, framed by long cobalt blue hair. I kept wanting to put an R in there.
Hobart.
And a wildly braided cerulean beard makes a crooked smirk as he directs. Makes the crooked smirk he directs at you seem almost sinister.
You gotta get back into the whole reading mindset.
Yeah.
Not everything can be shepherded at you.
I know. To be fair, half this game is read to us too.
On behalf of the Principes and Patrina, I must request we meet in parley.
The broad-shouldered captain up-tilts his chin in greeting. When he smiles, his left cheek divots a shallow dimple. Request denied. Fuck off.
Leave!
Thinking about one day making your own anime story? Why not? Worst you can do is not do it. You have my attention?
Agrasima. I will make this quick. I have heard some marvelous tales regarding your ventures in the Deerwood. In fact, you are the first dragon slayer I have ever met, outside of a grave.
He almost sounds like Zevran, like 1-to-1.
Mm-mm.
Steamy.
Dragon Slayer.
You did slay a dragon.
Yes.
At Hylia's temple.
Yes, I do remember that. Okay.
Like, that was a proper dragon.
I was gonna say, because, no,
You're
that was...
thinking of the Audra dragon,
Yes, I am.
I mean, technically the body's dead.
Some fools would seek to make a fortune by pilfering from one such as you.
I'm assuming you're no fool?
He's done his research. Might as well hear him out.
Oh. Oh, boy. Under the captain's words, you hear a faint but insistent buzzing. It blooms, overwhelming Ferrante's voice, drowning out all else around you. No one else seems to notice. A vision. Thunder cracks between your ears, and you glimpse a different sunshot sea behind your eyes. Partially. Here we go again.
Oh, boy.
The vision why is it in fucking italics? The vision streak against your mind's eye, fleeting and incoherent. An elf, dark-haired and battle-scarred, stepping across the gulf between vessels. She shakes Ferrante's hands, and warmth spills through you. Excitement, pride, and respect. The imagery melts like candle wax into a lamplit galley swamped with the scent of unwatered rum and fresh and sweet fruit, with sailors and their songs and sweat. The scene billows away, ice cold and clawing, replaced with the crew on deck, solemn and staring, as Ferrante grasps one out of their own by the throat. No, not one of their own. No more. You don't steal from family and stay family. Tears and mucus mar the man's features as Ferrante reads the man's last rites. Deeper no, they'll consign him to Andra as tradition dictates. The vision passes, leaving you blinking on the deck of the Defiant, looking into Ferrante's face. He raises an eyebrow.
I believe you have met such a fool. Captain Benweth of the Drake.
Despite the gravity of his words, he smiles grandly, and the dimples cut deeper on his left cheek. Ah, okay. This is the one that fucked us up in the beginning. Wait, who are the... Well, let me see. Collapsed to Granvilla. Noble families packed up their households and sailed abroad, seeking opportunities away from the shadow of their homeland. Over time, their old world traditions evolved into new identity as the Principi Senpetrina, the princes without a homeland, a loosely connected and regulated organization of pirates. Oh, good.
So they're old Valian pirates.
Fantastic. Listen, I know a cipher's handiwork when I feel it. Tell yours to stay out of my head. Yeah, fuck you! The Blue Orleans mouth falls open.
Careful, ship hunter. Mind that you do not confuse a useful skill set for a non-expendable one.
Ferrante glares at Seraphin. The Orleans steps back, blinking away the rebuke, and peers at you, probing. His yellow-green eyes narrowed, unfocused as if trying to remember something. Then the captain turns a warm smile back at you.
My apologies. Rest assured, it will not happen again.
Apologies, Captain. Didn't mean it, really. We're up all night, you know, searching out our friend here.
Uh-huh.
You've been at sea a while. Your mind starts playing tricks on you, aye? Well, mine plays tricks on others, too. Usually don't mean much. Maybe see a bit of shadow, hear a bit of tune. Not less a person sensitive. Like, say, a watcher.
Huh. Alright. Moving on. We all have our preferences there, Blaze. And like I said, if you have an idea for a story, or you have characters in mind that you want to write, just go do it.
Sure, our friend Pooja also likes that type of character.
Yeah. You were talking to two people who revel in character creation.
Oh my god, yes.
That being said, and I'm not trying to be rude here, but I'm just being blunt. I am trying to focus on the story at hand right now, so. Anyway, you say this Captain Benowith is the one who attacked me? Benwith. There's no extra E there.
The short-sighted scoundrel has been wreaking havoc in the area for months. He is no son of Velia. I do not fault his ancestry, but he disregards too much the grand heritage we Principi represent.
Uh-huh.
Benwith is the second most selfish captain within the Principi's newest generation. He risks all that we value.
Benwith's the second most... wait a minute, what is this? Perception. Okay. I can believe that. Ben was the second most selfish captain. Who's the first? He pinches at his lips, eyes narrowing thoughtfully, but you can see that he's biting back a mischievous grin.
Perhaps I have said too much. This is a problem solely of my own. For now.
Noted. We'll come back to that later. Why accept non-Valians in the Principe if they're going to cause problems?
Few pirates retire comfortably, Amica. We sink and we hang or we burn.
Ah.
We must replace our losses, accepting from many regions, including the Deadfire.
Benwith is one of your own. Shouldn't you take responsibility for his actions?
Benwith is no captain of mine, Amica. It is not beneath my flag his drake sails. Yet I do seek to temper his actions when they would endanger the Principe altogether.
Of course he's gonna go on about this. I'm gonna mute the check chat.
Might as well just put it on Do Not Disturb. I'm considering that.
Way too many distractions today.
Yep.
This is no offense to anybody who wants to start a conversation. That's fine. It's just we got a lot of story here, and we already started off late. Where might I find Captain Benwith? Say I want to teach him a lesson.
Benwith's drake took damage during the storm. Eventually, he will need to dock for repairs, and when he does, Seraphin can find him for you.
Ferrante flourishes a hand towards the Orlin at his side. Olin?
The fuck's an Olin?
I don't know.
Fine creature, but he is a most skilled ship hunter, I assure you.
Might be the name of another character at some point. I don't know.
Unrefined? Begging your pardon, Captain, but I'd be the eye fucking model of the gentleman of fortune.
Yeah. Okay.
Also, don't say stuff like that, Rob. Otherwise, I'm going to make a character out of this Olin.
As for Benwith, that sucker of squid tits be as predictable as the tide. I'd wager all my furriest bits that he'd set sail for Deadline.
You keep your furriest bits in where they belong.
That would be felicitous indeed, as I believe the traitor Remaro hides there as well. I quite enjoy killing two men with a single bullet.
How about a club?
I beat people to death.
Wouldn't have even thought of it if you hadn't brought it up, sir.
You feel a surge of anger that's not your own. Seraphin spins towards you and bows again.
Now, I ain't hardly in any hurry to leave the fine company of the gentlemen of leisure, but the captain be right about me finding your mark. Adding to that, you sail into Fort Deadlight not knowing your innies from your outies, you might very well find the locals cannon fucking your boat to sodden splinters.
I like that term. I like the term cannon fucking.
Alright, welcome aboard, Seraphin.
Oh, You won't be regretting this, Watcher. At least so long as you keep us heavy in grog and light on the onions. Ugh, them dirty shit apples ain't never agreed with me, and I'll be suspecting they never will.
I fucking... like, this line makes me love this man. Also, listen, you want grog.
Oh, we got grog. Oh, we got yeah.
He's not sleeping near my berth, I promise you that much.
Yes, Alof.
I sail now for Dunwich, my own safe port. I will await you there, should you be successful in schooling our wayward captain.
Alright. Alright!
So, got the potential of a Cypher Barbarian situation here. Now, here's where it gets a bit funky. Now, you are already a Cypher. Of course, we did rock 2 Cyphers in the first game. And as it says, he has a special subclass for the Cypher. Which, his subclass for the Cypher is very interesting.
Where would I see that?
That one right there.
A Cypher who's developed their powers with formal training, without formal training, never learning to properly focus their energy, the wild mind is capable of violent surges of fantastic power that manifest in unpredictable ways. Cypher spells have a chance to trigger an unexpected effect. This can manifest in spectacular ways, often, but not always, aiding the party. Sometimes wild mind manifests can cause undesirable... So it's just wild magic in Cypher form.
It is completely just roll the dice and see what the fuck happens as well as what you're casting.
Like I said, wild magic.
But, yeah.
And then everything else is pretty much the same.
Yeah, everything else is just Cypher stuff.
I see.
So we get that, Barbarian, or the combo, which is known as a Witch, which still amuses me. The thing that I would probably make Genesifer's class, as I said in a previous stream. Were I to make her in this. I love the Barbarian. Just personally.
Alright, so what would I miss out on if I combined it? Driving roar, frightful yell causing enemies to be shaken. Okay.
That is... those are upgrades to the previous stuff.
Dazing shout. What a frightful yell. So this would come from barbaric yell, and then just more effects would be added on.
Yes.
And this one is frenzy, and that branches to blood frenzy or spirit frenzy.
There's a lot, as you can see, there's a lot of ability transformations here.
Yeah. Heart of Fury. The barbarian swings viciously in a lightning-quick flurry, taking on all comers. Each equipped weapon attacks nearly every nearby enemy, doing extra damage and inflicting carnage. Holy shit!
Yeah, barbarians are great.
And instrument of boundless rage. Barbarian hurls a large rage-imbued weapon at their target.
See, this is why a pure barbarian is the path for if Donald was made.
Yeah.
Because it exactly goes by the idea of, oh, what is he going to do? He's not ranged. And then you just see an axe flying across the battlefield.
That's why we gave him a 11 axe. Lightning axe. Whatever it was called.
It was...
Bolt axe.
Bolt, yep, that's the one.
Okay, and then we got Barbaric Blow. Massive Blow, increased lightness, critical damage. Rushing Blow, or Barbaric Smash. This will give Wild Sprint.
Woo!
Your Lion Sprint. Costs 1 rage.
Yeah.
That's just funny.
Well, I mean, so does the base form.
I know. It just amuses me. What's the cost of your sprinting abilities? 1 rage.
You better start running.
Sprint, Savage Defiance. Okay.
Yeah. For anybody who would not have seen Pillars 1 thing, we have not actually had too much experience, or I should say Rob hasn't, of barbarian classes.
Yep, I'm just taking a look.
Because Mineha was the only one we had, and we
didn't use her.
Use her like at all.
Barbarian seems like a really fun one.
Barbarian is fun, but of course I'm biased. Of course, you did also have a lot of fun with the fact, or I shouldn't. There was a lot of effectiveness use with Grieving Mother, because you had 2 ciphers, and you essentially made up for the lack of abilities with the other one. If that makes sense.
But the thing with Grieving Mother, and just 1 in general, is because we were doing it in the RTS style, I didn't really use many of those abilities.
It's very true.
Because everything was so... Didn't have time to think.
Yeah, and now you do, so you'll probably be even more effective with them.
What would I miss here? I mean, I would get it. No.
No, you wouldn't.
No, I would not. That's right. I'm dual class.
So that this would be an opportunity if you want to get
fucking
stuff.
Defensive mind web.
Yeah, the defensive mind.
That came in so handy. And then time parasite.
Yeah.
Which probably will probably even be even better in this format.
Yeah, with all the fucking all the really good cipher abilities are down at the end there.
Locked. I'm just gonna ask this outright. This isn't gonna be the only time we get access to a barbarian class, right?
I'm not sure how to answer that.
Okay.
Potentially yes, potentially no.
Right.
It all depends on choices.
Seems like a really fun one. But that's Cipher Tree, especially with his subclass.
That's true.
Reminds me a little bit of Erebos. And by extension, the character that I got inspired that whole thing from.
I believe the same could be said about Cipher, so that is entirely up to you.
Right.
Let's see.
I don't know. His mannerisms just scream barbarian to me.
True. Though his dialogue, lore, whatever, could work either way, honestly.
Right.
Obviously, because, as I've said before, the one at the top of the list is what they canonically are.
Mm-hmm.
So canonically, he's a cipher. But, yeah, it's pretty damn obvious that he could also be a barbarian just from his mannerisms.
Mm-hmm. This is what future playthroughs are for.
Is there some sort of clicking that's happening?
Is there?
I've been hearing it. Oh god, wait, I remember. Didn't we have a click... wasn't there a clicking problem at some point in the past as well? I don't know if
yes.
it was Pillars,
but... It was in...
Oh god.
Oh, that's back?
Back.
God damn it. We never figured out what caused it either, did we?
No, we didn't. At least I don't think we did. I don't remember if we did.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's definitely happening.
Great. Hold on. If I stop sharing the screen, does it go away?
I mean, it's kind of random, so it's really hard to tell. Similar to how it was before. Like, sometimes it might click in a rapid succession. Sometimes it might be every once in a while.
Just trying to isolate where it could potentially be from. Well, I mean, when we've talked in the past, it hasn't happened, right? Just on, like, casual conversations.
I don't think so.
So it probably is from the screen share.
But then how is it also picking up on the stream? Oh, wait. I think I just heard one.
Okay.
I think. Though, to be fair, as soon as I heard it, I unmuted on the stream, so maybe it's just happening on your end, and maybe only I could hear it because the screen was being shared.
So it's something through the computer. Potentially. Which means, once again, we're having this issue where my computer is just acting up, and I don't know what's happening.
There must always be a problem. Always.
That said, didn't that clicking issue happen on my old computer?
I don't remember.
Because if it did... No?
I don't think so.
It's this one. Okay.
No, because the clicking did happen within Pillars 1 streams, although...
Well, most of Pillars 1 streams... Most of Pillars 1 streams were on the old computer. Remember?
No, it was a later... I think it was during, like, the White March stuff, and that was definitely on the new computer.
Okay.
I don't know, but... we shall see.
New party member.
New party member. Pure Cypher.
He's not actually on our crew.
He's a companion. Companions aren't crew members.
Okay.
Except you, technically, because you're the captain.
Right.
Which the captain can never be switched out. It is always just you, for obvious reasons.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. So let us just float on over to the other side here. Yeah, there's that grog morale!
Yeah! And there go the wages. Just click there. Okay, it'll auto.
So I also believe... oh, hey, there's another ship. Oh yeah, if there are trade vessels, they also act as, like, wandering merchants, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
So if you parlay, that would let you access their inventory.
Kill him!
I mean, you can just be a pirate. If you, this game allows you to just, if you want to be a pirate and just fuck up everything in your sight, you can definitely do it.
So wait, we can just board right away? We don't have to worry about the ship-to-ship combat?
Yeah, because ship-to-ship combat can end in a boarding, but you can just board immediately if need be.
Oh, thank God. I mean, we're probably going to try the ship-to-ship combat at some point, but, like... Ugh.
I genuinely actually like it. It's fairly simple, especially, I mean, when you get a crew, it'll definitely show, as well as better equipment or even a better ship.
Right.
But I personally really like it. But that's just me.
Right. Hey there, Levi.
I prefer that to the boarding, honestly, in some cases. It's a lot faster.
Hey there, Levi.
Hey, Levi.
It's been a while. Where have you been?
Captured
I mean...
by the evil dentist, apparently.
I mean, today, yes, but... talking about the past few weeks. Anyway, we're gonna parlay.
Some more grog.
Yeah. And get some more grog. What else we got, though? That's right, we can actually use scrolls in this game.
You could.
Potentially. Right, grog!
Grog!
Give me all the grog. And all the ale.
And rice is also good.
And
ale and rice are really
all
good
the rice.
because they're the good neutral ones.
Ale is neutral? Ale is neutral.
It's neutral.
Get some medical supplies.
So now you see why, like,
Mm-hmm.
the cannon shot, repair supply, all that. Now you see where that really comes in.
Yeah, and why it was infinite in the port.
Yes.
Which
you only have 8 shots currently.
I see. Yeah, I should probably fix that. Hiding in
You
the...
play your cards right and you fight a really weak ship, then that might be all you need, but... I mean, so far you only have... Well, I mean, you only have 1 cannoneer.
Mm-hmm.
You have 2 cannons, but it's only on one side, so you only have 1 assigned to 1 cannon.
Well, I'm at least going to get some more repair supplies. And medical supplies. Because... if nothing else, it's just going to be preparing for the future.
Yep. Just remember you also need some money to actually get more crew members as well. They
Gotcha.
shouldn't be too expensive, I don't think, but just still keep it in mind.
I'd probably have some shit to sell, though.
Because, like, medical supplies won't mean nearly as much if you don't have a good surgeon on your team.
Right. Hiding in the innermost depths of despair when no light can put it. How many times do we have to tell you people? Get out of PJ's house!
Yeah, it's listen, this is my space.
Well, it's not my space, but...
No, like, it is mine. Mine space!
Mine space!
Mine space!
Okay.
It is mine space! It begins.
I'm keeping, like...
Yeah, I'd like some,
one of each.
Ale, a little bit of food, grog, some supplies. Yeah, here's a bunch of random weapons I took off of corpses. They're yours now. Give me money for them.
Clothing is terrible armor. Keep a robe, in case we're...
Except they're potentially a monk, but... you don't need that many.
Right. Keep the frock coat, actually.
You like how it looks?
I do! I guarantee it! Keep the mail armor, keep the breastplate. Just keep that. Leather armor. Well, I just effectively have the amount of money that I needed to purchase this stuff.
Good shit. we need some stupid hats for any future party members.
It's true.
Like Seraphine. Seraphine's hatless right now.
You're right. We need to fix that.
Yeah, we need to fix that.
Keep these. Still trying to figure out whether I want to keep the drugs.
Yeah. That's a thing you just said.
Yep. It's totally a thing that I just said. Hammer, chisel, journal entry. It's just to make sure to get it out of my inventory. So things don't sell the cat.
Meh.
Scrawled note. Got some books. Don't sell the strange tablet. Okay, I remember that. That's gonna be for later.
Got that because it was so strange.
Yeah. Ingredients. No ship stuff. Okay. Good trade.
Good shit.
Okay, just making sure there's nothing else that I need right now. Well, you met your room with the curtain blocking out the light, but okay. Levi, I don't think you understand. Any place fitting that description is just part of PJ's domain.
I live in the darkness.
Oh, hey, more,
Where may go?
Hey, salt.
I guess we're getting a bunch of salt. We're gonna be a bunch of salty seamen.
H.
That would be a good ship name.
The salty seaman. Get some more grog.
Grog! Grog for everyone!
Put some more ale in there. We're good on food right now. Okay. Yeah, this is going to take a lot of micromanaging.
Yeah, it does. In my experience, it does get to a point where you will have plenty of supplies and won't have to worry too much.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But it all depends on also what kind of ship you have by the end of all this, because the bigger the ship, the more resources it takes.
Right.
And the ship I rocked was like the medium-sized ship, essentially.
So that's
it was
another...
actually a Dow. So.
Gotcha.
Any kind of ship that you see, by the way, is one that you can potentially get.
Good to know.
Yeah. So just keep that in mind if you ever see one where you're like, I want that.
Some more Oh, there's the infinity symbol.
Yep. This is also why I said it's really good to get, like, you know, the medium stuff, because you see rice and ale are just 7 a pop.
Yeah.
Like, you can never have too many medium things.
Clearly.
But also, you got another little tab there on the left.
Oh, I do. Crew members. Okay.
So, also, all the crew members are set, and they have their own personalities and where they come from and all that, which...
So we can talk to
they're
them when
actually
in
kind of
port?
like mini characters.
So we can talk to them when in port?
Not in depth.
Mm.
But if there's any ship-related events, they might speak up in those events, and based on their personality and such, they might handle situations differently.
Gotcha.
Also, so you see these job traits. This is something very important that I don't know if it does tell you, but I'm going to tell you just in case, because that's how we do. So, let's use Aura in the top right there, for example.
Mm-hmm.
So she has 1 star as a deckhand.
Right.
Out of all the jobs, you can only level up something that has at least 1 star in it. If you put somebody in a place that has no stars, then nothing major will come from that. If they have at least 1 star, they can gain experience at that job and can get up to a 4-star rating, which is the highest that a normal crew member can get.
Okay.
At the same time, a crew member can only have, at any point, except in very special cases, can only have a maximum total of 4 stars. So, using,
EQ?
I don't even...
Or whatever.
Yeah, one of those two.
Yeah.
Yeah, dwarf guy. Well, let's say dwarf guy. You know, helmsman and cannoneer. So, let's say you put him on as a cannoneer.
Mm-hmm.
He will gain experience up to 3-star cannoneer, as he still has that 1 star as a helmsman. If you get if you add 2 stars to one of them through experience, you will not be able to gain any more experience in any other job.
And you can't revert that.
Huh?
And you can't revert that.
No, you cannot revert it. They are set to. If I remember correctly, they are set.
Okay.
If you want to quote revert it, you'd have to get a new character.
Mm-hmm.
You can space it out so that it's 2 stars each. That also, like, it opens the thing of they can be more than one job, but they can't, like, they don't specialize in it kind of idea.
Mm-hmm.
So the best you can get is a 4-star in a single thing.
Gotcha.
Now, obviously, there's still the idea of you can get it just for the stats. You can get crew members based on their personalities and whatever kind of person you'd want to work your fucking boat. You are the captain of your ship. It actually takes that kind of stuff into consideration, so it's really cool to have your own kind of group of crew members.
Mm-hmm. Do the personalities have any major effect? Or is it just kind of flavor dialogue?
For the most part, it's flavor.
Okay.
Again, if they end up in any sort of situation where, in most cases, it's like a storybook segment.
Mm-hmm.
Their personality and potentially race and all the little characteristics can come into play, and they'll be in different roles in that situation. So, like, let's say malicious personality, for example, they might get into some kinds of trouble in some storybook segments. That being said, they're the ones you want around if you're doing shit that's not the greatest.
Fair enough.
So, like, there's a balance to that. And just because one's malicious doesn't mean that, like, if you're a good guy, they'll be like, fuck you! It's whatever. You're their boss. It doesn't matter. But if you want the flavor, you can go by personality stuff, whatever.
Gotcha.
Or if you just say, okay, you're the best at this, then you can say, who the fuck cares?
Gotcha.
So it is all entirely up to you. It's nothing super fucking major, but it affects little things that can add up. You know what I mean?
Yes. So for right now, this might change later. I'm just going to be hiring these people upon what am I missing on my ship? Okay, there's an open cannoneer slot. You're a cannoneer. Get on.
Right.
For now.
Now again, there are a lot of crew members in this game. Like there's a good number of them.
Right.
So this isn't the only place where you can get some.
Right.
Sex joke.
Gotcha.
Anyway. But.
Oh, she's a cook.
Yeah, like again, and if you get more, there's always that the known sailors section. So if you buy them but you don't use them, you can have them there. As long as they are working on your ship, that is what adds to the daily the daily wages. If they are just in your known sailors, you're not paying for them.
Gotcha.
That being said, also those 3 pluses at the bottom right there, those are reserve spots. So let's say you're in a ship battle, and let's say your cannoneer gets hurt. If you have another cannoneer in the reserve, you can swap them out in the middle of a turn.
But I'm still paying for them.
You would still be paying for them, but they would be in reserve just in case, kind of thing. So it all comes down to what you're willing to do.
Gotcha.
Whether you want that extra support for more money, or if you think you can do with what you have.
All right.
So a lot of little choices. But I promise you'll
get into
used
it.
To it.
All right.
Yeah.
So I need a.
Again, I loved it by the end of all this. Like, I actually do love this.
It just seems super overwhelming at first.
Yeah, it's very complicated at first, but I promise once you get into it, it's really simple. Actually, it's just very intimidating up front.
Gotcha. Okay. So I needed a navigator, a surgeon, a cannoneer, and a deckhand.
Yes.
Okay.
Now you only need at least one more for it to be a proper crew. Also, just a little thing about the cannoneer. So that guy that's in the middle there. So he can only operate that one cannon to the right of him. They can only, if you were to put that lower cannon to the left of him, then he could operate both of those at the same time.
Okay.
It's only what they are level with.
Gotcha. So all in all, it would be better to have 2 cannoneers.
Yes. Or
Gotcha.
if you only have one, then it's probably best that you put both of those cannons on the same level as the one that you have.
Right.
If you go that route. I'm just saying.
Okay. Deckhand, navigator, surgeon. Where technically he's also a surgeon.
It all depends on what you want to do. If you want to keep him as a surgeon or a cannoneer, you can decide based off of that.
Cannoneer, surgeon, deckhand, navigator. Alright.
A lot of the starting ones, I think, are very versatile. I forget, but...
Yeah, it seems pretty much.
But this will be your crew, so...
Right.
You'll actually have to deal with these people.
Well, I'm gonna hire on the seasoned cook, because obviously.
Right. Though she did cost 300, whereas all the others...
Are free,
don't
yes.
cost anything. But, yeah.
Cannoneer. You're straight up cannoneer. Nice mustache, bud.
Yeah, these are all free, by the way.
Yeah, I noticed.
Yeah. I forgot about that.
And they give you they throw you a little bone in the beginning.
Yeah.
If that's the case, I might as well just hire all of them and just
Right.
figure out what I want to do. Press the button.
What?
Oh. What the hell happened? Supply. There we go. So everybody got on board. Everybody off. Everybody off. I must return to...
Oh, right. It says you have to be in port, but you can only be in Nekataka to switch them out.
I see.
I forgot about that stupid shit.
Well...
the reason for that is Nekataka, I mean, I guess it could be a minor spoiler if you see it that way, but Nekataka is going to be the hub.
Right.
It's going to be the Denerim. Which is why I said before, like, you're going to need to get used to that name.
Okay, you rest. You're a cook. You're a deckhand.
What the fuck are you doing there?
This is surgeon spot. Didn't we have one that can also be a surgeon?
I believe so.
Yes.
All depends on who you want to be a surgeon. It looked like that was the only navigator we have, though, in the top right.
Right. Okay, you're a cannoneer. You can do that. And then you're a surgeon. You get the fuck out. Okay.
Eld. Good old Eld.
Okay. So what are you? You're a deckhand. You're a deckhand and a cannoneer. You're just a cannoneer. You're a cannoneer and a helmsman. You're also the fuck's a boatswain again?
Boatswain is... They're used on bigger ships. They're like the head of the I just forgot the name.
Like the operations?
The deckhands.
Okay.
They're like they're the ones that lead the deckhands on bigger ships.
Novice. Everybody's where they need to be. And then we have a couple in reserve.
As of right now, you have no need for a
right.
A boatswain.
Well, welcome aboard, everyone.
Well, you still have that navigator spot open, by the way. And the one deckhand you have right now is a navigator.
So he is.
That was the cannoneer, but okay. I mean, you could use him too if you wanted.
Yeah. I'm just trying to. Okay, and then you can. And then you're. You know what? I'm gonna keep you as a. Okay.
But yeah, if it's a situation where you would want, like, 2 stars in each, then as soon as they get 1 star, you're going to want to switch them to the other job.
Right.
Until they get that last star. Just as a forewarning if that is something you want to do. Okay. Again, seems complicated, but it's a system I fell in love with.
Yep. Yeah, I did. Stop that. Where the fuck am I going?
We got the Defiant. So this is the real map.
Yeah.
That star, like, right in the middle is Nekataka.
Okay. That's the DLC place. No, that's the DLC place. What the fuck is... What the fuck is Dunnage?
I forget off the top of my head. Is that another... No, that's, I believe that is the place... Wait, what was the other place to the left?
The other place to the left?
Sorry, the west.
God damn it.
The little dot.
Fort Deadlight. That's where the captain that we just met is going to be waiting for us.
I forget what dunnage is.
Well, we'll get to it later. We'll get to it eventually, but we'll get to it later. Yep. Oh, wait, no, I know what Fort Deadlight is. I think. Hold on.
No, dunnage is the place where the captain came from. Fort Deadlight is the place where he wanted you to go.
Okay.
Okay, that's what it was.
Yeah, he's gonna be... Okay. Okay.
All
well,
right.
First we need to go to Nekataka, because I need to...
Beeline!
Yeah. Go!
Alright, here we go. There goes the Defiant.
There it goes.
By the way, the ship moves faster in deeper waters.
Gotcha. Alright. That's one day. Got all these places that we're eventually going to visit.
Yep. They're not going anywhere.
The ring of a bell comes to you on a cold wind.
Oh, god damn it.
Fuck!
The ring comes again and again, until soon the air is full.
It's loud.
With the sound of 1,000 bells ringing all at once.
Why did the
God,
game...
grieving mother's back!
Why did the game decide to get loud all of a sudden?
Because bells.
You are alone. And then... you are not.
Oh. Hey guys.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
An indistinct figure stands before you, flickering between forms like a fire-cast shadow. A fixed, taunting grin. Bottomless black eyes. A yawning chasm in the earth. The aspects of Bareth, the Usher and the Pallid Knight, shift in and out of focus.
Okay.
And at their back, 4 indistinct shades hover. You feel an eternity stretch out behind each of them, reaching back to places so distant and yet so near you cannot comprehend their size. The shifting image of Bareth settles on the aspect of the Pallid Knight.
That's nice of them to illuminate who's talking.
Watcher.
Ah!
Her voice is the discordant clangor of gongs struck out of time.
It's so loud! God damn it,
It's
Barrett.
almost like you're talking to gods!
I tasked you to discover Aethys's intentions. Tell me what you have learned.
No. I'm not gonna say this, but it's true. Can't follow Aothis around if you're gonna keep dragging my soul into the beyond whenever the whim takes you.
Damn it, you fucks!
I'm trying to captain a ship here that I didn't know I had.
I'm all of a sudden a captain of a crew that just kind of came on board for free, I guess. I don't know what's happening with my life right now.
He's draining souls from the veins of luminous Audra.
The Pallid Knight knits her brows.
He does not seek to return to the beyond? Intriguing.
Her sickly pale skin pulls tight across the bones of her face, as if the shell of this aspect does not quite fit the impossible creature it contains. The figure nearest Bareth dissolves and reforms in the image of a thin-lipped, ancient crone, whose face has felt the melting kiss of fire.
Hi, Margaret.
The goddess Wodika
strides
forward.
Said fire. I had a toss up.
No, she's just ugly.
Yes. Hi, Wodika.
Does Aethys frighten you, Bareth? He should. Magran subdued Aethys's influence once before, and yet he returned.
Wodika was... I should have.
was the antagonist of the first game.
Yeah, okay. I did remember that correctly.
Here she is.
I should have hovered over. Oh well.
That's why it's there.
I know.
From out of Wodika's shadow shuffles a hunched, bald man you recognize as the god Scan.
Oh, fuck you!
His skin is mapped with swollen lash scars, and breath whistles through the ragged hole in his face, where his nose once was.
Get the fuck out of here, Skate.
Now you can hover over Wodika
Yeah.
if you want.
Guys, suspect as an old noblewoman bearing broken crown. Okay, yeah. Violent rebellion, secret hatred, covert plots, resentment, envy. Frequently pictured as a disfigured and scarred slave and worshipped most often by a suffocated and destitute. Yeah.
He does not speak, but stares up at Wodika, with naked loathing plain on his ruined face. Wodika steeples her long, knob-jointed fingers.
We must annihilate Aethys now, before he makes a rash decision we cannot easily annul.
She casts a sly look at the pallid night from the corners of her eyes.
You mean what you did last game? Shut up.
A moon would do the job nicely.
Oh, we're not doing this shit again.
Haven't you learned?
Clearly not.
Andra's in deep shit because of that.
I'm pretty sure we need that.
Yeah. Speaking of Andra, there's two.
Yeah, given her relationship with the moon, I doubt Andra would approve of that plan.
Wodika throws her head back and laughs. The sound is a dry, rasping bark.
Andra could do with a new act. Her current one has grown rather stale.
Yeah, where are the rest of you anyway?
They see to their own affairs. You will speak to them in time, should you have the need.
Oh, good.
More of them.
The figure beside the aspect of Bareth flows forward in a swirling cloud of ash.
Hades?
The ash falls to the tiles
Yeah.
and reveals a molten-skinned woman, leaning on a monstrous, wicked-edged broadsword. Mogren's
just
glowing
James
lips
Woods.
curl in disdain.
We must find a solution to the problem of Aethys that is neither do nothing, nor destroy the world.
See, I'm with Margaret on this one. Surprisingly. Durance approves?
Well, he kind of hates her now, so...
Durance disapproves.
I acted in haste during the Saints' War. You will not goad me into doing the same now.
Looks like somebody learned her lesson.
Refreshing.
To move against him while his plans are unknown would be the height of foolishness. We must find wisdom in precaution.
Also, she straight up looks like a flame astronaut from Elder Scrolls.
Yeah.
She even has Daedric-looking armor there.
It looks very good. Sure, great idea. Can I go now? What kind of precautions do you suggest?
Mogren looks at you as one might a wayward gob of spit on one's shoe.
Good.
It is no business of yours what the gods decide.
Excuse me?
Bitch, you pulled me here!
I'm acting on Barrett's behalf. If I don't know what I need to do, then why'd you pull me here?
I may be tiny in this affair. Have you ever seen the movie Ratatouille?
Another of the silent figures steps forward, and the warm, golden light of a summer's afternoon spills across your face.
Let's all take a deep, calming breath. Perhaps cooler heads will prevail.
Behind Helia's words, you hear the soft coo of doves.
That's Helia. Alright.
Also, apparently a screaming Ave in the corner there.
What the fuck am I doing here?
What the fuck?
Abe, stop bleeding into other games.
Absolutely not.
Listen, I'm tired of the time freeze too, alright? But get back here.
I had to get a gig somewhere else.
Aethys has been separated from us for too long. Isn't it possible he intends only to gather enough souls to reclaim his realm in the beyond? He should be welcome.
No.
You look up then into avian eyes. Through them, you see clouds of starlings converge and divide.
Why are you looking at me like that?
Stop it.
Fuck you.
Okay. Stream crashed on my phone.
It's still right.
I know. I have my PS4 up too.
I'm just making sure you know, because I have it on 2 separate places as well.
As do I.
Yeah.
What if he intends to betray you?
Helia puts a feathered hand to her chest.
He wouldn't. Betrayal is not
Oh,
in his nature.
you poor, poor, poor soul.
And Helia is the one you liked. One of the ones you liked.
Yeah.
Scan shuffles forward.
Yes, yes. We should welcome Aethys' return to the fold. His gratitude we can leverage to cajole him into divulging his plot.
Yes.
He's so angry. I mean, that's essentially what he is.
Yeah.
Then, when he believes himself to be in our good graces, we do as Wetica suggests.
Wetica?
Crush him into the earth.
The fuck?
Yeah. Some pronunciations are just wrong. But you know, at the same time, Skane's an asshole. I wouldn't put it past him that he said that on purpose.
It's fair. Also, no earth crushing.
Scan pauses, inspecting you.
Ah, and here is the Watcher who killed Lord Harren. The man who tormented his dear niece, Alice. Curious.
Do you remember this?
I'm trying to.
Remember in Deerford that cult you found underground that was trying to, like, brainwash that girl into killing
Yes.
her who was said at the time her father, but in reality it was her uncle that did less than reputable things to her.
Yes, and I remember how utterly pissed I got.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Alright.
So that's that whole quest.
Scan licks the ragged edge of his lipless mouth and
Stop
grins, then turns to Helia.
I did not expect such a deliciously ruthless idea from you, Helia. I am impressed.
I don't think that was her intention. I think you just twisted her words.
Skane? No. Never.
Helia's feathered crest stands on end.
You wretched little creature.
I stand with Hilly on this one. Listen, attempting to end Aethys may only make things worse. For us.
Your point is well made, little Watcher. If self-evident, Aethys has not been known to possess a vindictive nature. Indeed, he has occasionally been magnanimous to a fault.
Why out of everyone, it is Magrin that is actually seeing reason?
Perhaps there are more sides to these one-dimensional gods than you know.
Maybe.
However, if we push him to the brink of reason, there is no telling what he may do. He is, as ever, unpredictable.
Something akin to fondness creeps into her voice.
Ugh. Then what's the point of this exercise?
The pallid knight gestures for silence.
Aethys cannot be killed, but he may be subdued. Yet to do so will take immense power and time. Both stand in his favor.
Right.
Magrin grits her black glass teeth.
That is why we must ascertain his plans before he has the chance to put them into motion.
She begins to pace. Her steps leave little trails of fire in her wake.
Cute.
Magran stops and balls her hands into flaming fists.
Even if we manage to destroy his current form, there is the possibility he could return, if he has not already absorbed all of his children.
I think I remember this plot point. From the first game? Well, wasn't like quote his children like the workers that were working on the statue to begin with?
No.
No?
No.
Okay. Then I don't.
The pallid night casts a cold, cutting glare in Magran's direction.
Whoops, said too much.
Magran speaks too freely. That knowledge is beyond your ken, Watcher.
Wodica waves the gods to silence.
Aethys gathers strength. His strength is a threat to us.
Her voice takes on a sharp, almost panicked edge.
There is no sensible answer to the question of a resurgent Aethys other than decisive, final action.
We're going around in circles. There's no cause to act right now.
Your opinion is unasked for, but noted.
Oh, fuck you! Why am I here? Why am I here?
Fuck, I felt the same way.
Did you just put me here to listen to you guys bitch and bicker?
We will act when it is appropriate to do so, and not before.
That's why I hate the gods.
If I remember correctly, you had a neutral stance on them.
Well, guess what?
And now you're at their fucking dinner table. It's like, God, you're all annoying.
The pallid knight steps away from the half-circle of assembled gods. She pulls herself up to a great height.
It's like trying to have dinner with extended family. You start to remember why you don't reach out to them.
Fucking... Okay, Sken... Or Skane... Whatever the fuck your name is!
Don't say Sten.
Both sit down!
Don't say Sten. Don't dishonor his name like
No, I
that.
said Sken.
Alright.
Fucking Wodica, fucking put the knife down! Magran, stop setting the table on fire! Fuck's sake!
The
For the
words
love of
she speaks
God!
next come not from her mouth, but from all around you.
Uh-oh.
Love of God, Barrett, put the bell down!
Follow him, Watcher.
What do you think I'm doing? No, I'm just going out for a nice cruise.
I'm a captain, by the way.
The black of the pallid knight's irises expand until her eyes are as dark and cold as the void between stars. She bends down and brings her ghostly face level with your own.
Your debt to me remains unpaid.
This is bullshit.
This is bullshit.
I'm so heated right now. I'll do what I can.
She stares at you, unblinking. Like a needle drawn to a magnet, you are pulled toward her one compulsory step at a time.
Also, I have all these souls here. You want to take them? By the way...
Getting full.
You blink open your eyes and find yourself on the floor of your ship's cabin. Alone.
Thanks, Barrett.
Hey, Barrett, can I get, like, a better ship? No? Cool. Bitch.
Yeah, also, by the way, all those souls that you want me to collect, yeah, they're being collected in this fucker's lantern.
Yeah, she's got, like, a soul straw, and she's sucking them all up.
On the deck of your ship, you can select that to access the world map.
So yeah, at any time, you can essentially go down onto your ship.
Huh.
And, like, that's essentially your camp, and you can, like, talk to companions and shit like that.
Gotcha.
Consider it done.
As well as, I guess, talk to your crew members, even though it's not, like, extensive. It's just, you know, rogue words, like it's not actually dialogue.
Right.
Ah, right, the whispers.
Yeah, what is that?
So, there were fragments that were being collected in the first game of a weapon that were the fragments of the whisper, or whatever it's called, the thing you just picked up. So in the first game, it was possible to collect all the fragments and complete the weapon, right?
Right.
But here's the kicker. If you complete the weapon in the first game, then after Cadnu is destroyed, the weapon is completely lost. If you have not completed the weapon in the first game, then you can complete it in this game. You still have the fragments and can get the weapon in this game instead of the first game.
Huh.
Which is kind of cool.
Wait, was that the weapon fragments that we were collecting under Cadnua?
Potentially. I don't actually remember off the top of my head. It might have been. If not those, then something very similar.
Huh. All right then.
But yeah, that's a cool little thing.
And what is it exactly? Is it a sword? Is it a...
It is... It's either a sword or a dagger, I think.
Okay.
It's a sword.
Gotcha. Note from Alfra. Archie, I hope this letter finds you in good health. It has been many summers now since you first arrived in Gilded Vale. Much has changed in these years, but I will never forget the kindness you showed me. The gods have blessed me with a son. He is healthy.
That's not supposed to be there. See, this is why I said it's like, yeah, let's say you name your ship something that's a keyword in this game. Like, my ship, I had a Dow that I named Bareth Shepherd, which I ended up loving that ship. Every time the name of the ship came up, Bareth was highlighted, and it told me who Bareth was.
Good.
Every time the ship came up. So yeah, that's a thing.
Is your stream freaking out?
Stream. Fuck. I have it up in two places, but I was looking up the fucking whispers.
Yeah, I
thing.
know. I'm sorry. It's just
it might. Also, the clicking's back.
Good.
I'll keep an eye on it.
Because the quality keeps switching and it crashed on my phone.
The quality did get a little weird.
I think my internet's having a time.
Oh boy.
That's
also, while I have you here, the Whispers is in fact a sword.
Gotcha. Give it to Adair. Bless me. Curious and strong, all Gilded Vale does upon him. I have told him of you. He asks constantly after the Watcher who restored his spirit and hopes to one day meet you. Until then, know that we keep you in our prayers. Your most grateful servant, Alfra. I don't remember who you are.
She is the woman in the very first town that you met that was asking for a cure for the stillborn thing. That was the sister of that bitch that stole your water in the very beginning of the game.
Ah. Right, okay.
And you got this supposed cure for it, and the woman who made it was like, that's not actually going to do anything. And you're like, okay, and you gave it to her, but you didn't tell her that it would do nothing, so she thinks that you gave her the cure to the
Gotcha.
Hollowborn thing for her son, because she was preggers. So.
Oh god.
Yeah, it's her.
All right, cool.
From the very beginning of 1. So yeah, she had the kid, and the kid's okay. Let's also ignore the fact that I think you were in the first game for about at least a year, gameplay-wise, and she didn't have the kid in that year, which is really weird, but you know what, it's fine.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. We're going all the... I'm getting the feeling it's gonna just be bluff diplomacy and intimidation for all that sweet, sweet dialogue shit.
Alrighty.
Boy, oh boy.
Looking for 2. Phantom foes. Huh?
I'm trying to remember if there was one we talked about. There was one we were thinking about getting next time.
There might have been. Oh, it was. Wasn't it the stances?
I don't remember.
I think it was.
That's up to you.
I'm gonna get him.
Okay.
All right.
We'll figure out what stance to put Parshi in.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty. Hello. No offense, Captain, but your gunners can't shoot for shit. We haven't even fought yet.
Got him!
We haven't even fought yet.
Oh, hey, that's
I got
the,
this. I got this.
Fuck, who was... I think it's one of the Cannoneers? Wait, I think that was one of the Cannoneers! Did you just shit-talk yourself?
Hey, Shody.
Ship life sure is an adventure, ain't it? Just think of all the places we can sail to.
I'm getting a
all the
headache.
sights we could see. This is nothing like being stuck on a farm or cloistered in the back of a temple.
Shody wraps her sickle against her thigh. She studies the boat's layout. Satisfied by whatever she sees, she tilts her head to you with a small smile. She don't like you.
Yeah, but she's the priest.
I'm gonna ask one last time. Did your stream just freeze?
Not this time. I don't think. No.
Alright. I'm shutting off my end.
Alright, I'll keep an eye on it. Or attempt to, while also co-commentating.
Because I know it's going to distract me otherwise if I keep looking at it.
It might also be siphoning internet from your end as well, so...
Probably.
Tell me what's on your mind?
Any recent nightmares?
They're there in my head when I sleep. And sometimes I can taste them on the back of my tongue like a smear of grit. Happens when I take in a particularly volatile soul.
What are you going to do?
Go madder than I already am? I don't rightly know. It's not like I can turn my back on my duty to my god, even if it kills me.
Aloth agrees.
Oh yeah, because...
Sure thing, Watcher.
Because technically they're in the same location.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if there are companions on the deck, as opposed to, like, you know, in the bowels of the ship,
mm-hmm.
As long as they're in the same, like, cell, that can happen.
Great.
And the companions don't actually move from where they stay, so...
Good.
What's on your mind?
Nothing, I guess.
Sweet southern ass, Adair.
Thank you again for maintaining my story in front of Vanessa and the others.
It gives you a grateful smile that fades almost as quickly as it appears. Also, my room, my area, is getting really hot.
Same!
I definitely need I definitely think I need to invest in that fucking fan
Yeah.
thing. Because this is just getting ridiculous.
Yeah, and it's not good for your computer long term.
Yeah.
You don't want anything to, like, combust.
And because it's getting warmer outside. Fuck, it was like 80-something degrees out today.
Oh, I know, I was mowing all day in direct sunlight.
Oh, that must have been fun.
Oh, I didn't feel good even after I came home. But luckily I recovered before we started.
Yeah. For some reason, I already forgot. I got my second vaccine shot today.
Right.
And so we'll see. Oof. See how I fare within the next few hours.
Well, just survive this stream, and then tomorrow you can die.
I have my own... whatever.
I didn't enjoy deceiving them, but it seemed simpler than the alternative.
Okay.
She don't like that.
She didn't like that?
Nope. Skullduggery is like deception.
Gotcha.
And, you know, he's talking about deceiving people.
Right. I mean, simpler than explaining your involvement with the lead and key? Absolutely.
I hoped you'd understand.
Oh, Shody didn't like that. Oh, that sucks, Shody. Sucks. Guess what? I like A-Law, so fuck off.
Believe me, I take no pleasure in duplicity.
I mean, that's fair. This is a fair thing to put in.
Right.
How do I know you again?
Especially if this is, you know,
Yeah.
the first game you actually started with, so...
Who are you again? What exactly were you doing out there?
After we parted, I set out to destroy the leaden key.
Yeah!
Which that is the exact opposite if he got his other ending, actually.
Mm-hmm.
And
It's controlled
Adair
us for
doesn't
too
like
long. I wanted to free Kith from it. So for 5 years, I've been tracking down leaden key circles, searching for the places where they operate in secret.
He knits his brow. Okay.
Trying to undo them.
Alright. Yeah, too bad you didn't get to, the one place in the city that was overwhelmed by, like, reanimated corpses.
Oh yeah, fucking Heritage Hill.
Yeah. Too bad you didn't get there in time.
Yeah, whoops.
Wait, that's what you've been doing? That doesn't sound like a good idea.
Oh, fuck.
That's not my ending. You're doing the right thing. Don't forget it. Gives you a win smile. Okay.
The task has been more difficult than I anticipated.
How so?
I don't think I fully understood the weight of the decisions I would have to make. Or the burden of living with them.
Welcome to my world.
Yeah, welcome to Protagonist.
It was much easier when I only had to follow someone else's lead. My father's, Theos's, yours.
Hey. We did pretty well under my leadership, okay? You had a sense of purpose when you began this. Don't lose it.
I haven't.
Alright.
After we defeated Theos, I thought the hard part of undoing his work would be tracking down the Leaden Key's members and operations.
Maybe we had an address book. But?
Perhaps this would be easier with an example.
Sure.
I went to a village in Old Avalia. A run-down backwater of a place.
Hey, I'm from there!
I was thinking the same thing. It's like, wait a minute, that's my village.
Centuries ago, the Leaden Key had intervened to end some heretical cult. The details were lost, but what had endured was a practice of ritual bloodletting.
Oh, good.
A gruesome, pointless tradition. At every full moon, the villagers would feed the soil with their blood. No one, young or old, sick or hale, was exempt.
I love some of these responses. There's too many idiots in the world anyway.
Yep.
What'd you do?
The village priest administered the practice. Grim old fellow. Reminded me of Theos. He was a tyrant. I was certain that if the villagers were free of his influence, they'd be free from the bloodletting too. So I arranged for him to have an accident.
Yeah, Loth, yeah.
Clever.
Did he pee himself?
I thought so.
It's like, no.
At first. The old man died, and the villagers were terrified.
Oh.
They were convinced his death was an ill omen. They blamed it, and every other mishap that befell them, on their lack of faith.
Oh my god. Well, then they're just beyond help at that point.
So they began bloodletting every week, turning on their neighbors for giving too little.
His lips twist as if the words themselves have bitter taste.
Instead of a handful dying each year, a few perished every week.
He's worked on the edge of his sash into a tight knot. There's no on. He's worked the edge of his sash into a tight knot. He clenches it between pale, rigid fingers. You couldn't have known that would happen. This isn't your fault.
I had to do something, didn't I?
He turned to you with wide, anguished eyes. He pauses again, untwisting the sash at his lap.
I keep wondering what I might have done differently, or how I could have known better.
I mean, learning from mistakes like this is a good start.
I suppose so. I should get some rest. It's been a long day, and you've given me a lot to think about.
You still haven't told me what the Animancers have done with any of this. Have to do with any of this.
Ah, that. I'm looking for an old leaden key sect. I've found several references, but...
He breaks off, shaking his head.
I want to be sure. Please, let me go over my notes again. Then I promise I'll tell you everything.
Alright, we'll talk more later then. Alright.
Yes?
So okay. I'd like to know your thoughts on my search for Aothus.
One would hardly imagine that a colossus made of glowing ardra could be so hard to find.
It's true.
But then I suppose the gods wouldn't have chosen you if the task were easy.
Or maybe they would just spite me.
Yeah. What do you know?
Assholes.
What do you know about the Valiant Trading Company?
Well, they seem largely competent. I would feel better about that were they not run by profiteers and animancers.
I agree. To the second part.
Governor Clario seemed honest and well-intentioned. So one wonders why he was stationed at such an out-of-the-way post.
I guess that's your opinion, Aloth. Honest and well-intentioned. I don't think so. Do you have any thoughts on the Principe? Yeah.
I'd heard Deadfire had a pirate problem, but I had no idea how large it was. Or how fashionable.
You get the sense he's impressed despite himself.
Still, the only thing more dangerous than a unified pirate nation is one at war with itself. I worry about who will be caught in their crossfire.
Did you ever make it back to Adir?
As a matter of fact, I did. I saw my mother for the first time in years.
There's a lightness in his eyes and in his posture that you've never seen before when speaking of his family. How is your mother?
She was well. She'd been living with her Thane for quite some time. I don't think she'd been to see my father since I left.
He fidgets with the hem of his garment, looking distractedly at something on the ground.
I used to blame her for her long absences, for not intervening directly with my father.
What changed with your mother?
I realized that she was torn between two demanding roles, and two demanding men. I used to resent her for failing to protect me. But I understand now that her absence is what allowed me to grow. Intentionally or not, she gave me the space I needed to learn a degree of independence.
I'm happy for you.
Thank you. It felt good to resolve that much.
Sounds like it was a good trip then.
It was.
Oh, really? God damn it. Fine. Did you see your father? Shakes his head, his lips pressed tightly together.
It's one thing to forgive my mother for her absence. quite another to excuse him.
Alright.
It was.
You're gonna be highlighted, but I know what happened.
Both streams are buffering.
Great. It says I'm fine on OBS. It says I'm green on OBS, but okay. I don't actually know what to do about it.
Oh. I got one of them back, I think.
Okay. See, what you experienced just there, I was experiencing for that 20-30 minute section of time when I kept asking.
Oh, wait, no. An error has occurred. Please try again later.
Yep, that's exactly what I got. Okay. I even put the video thing back down to 30 frames. So it's exactly what it was at the beginning.
Yeah, I'm not getting either of them anymore. It has just completely stopped.
Crap.
Right. Oh. Okay, I got the one on my computer again. See if it actually stays.
And it's not YouTube because wait.
Alright. Alright. Okay. I got them both back.
I have a feeling it's my internet having a night. Because I was trying to figure out, like, oh, maybe it's YouTube, maybe it's having a day, but I just clicked on a video and it was fine.
Yeah, and the quality is jumping all over the place.
Yeah.
Yep, I lost both of them again.
Crap. Like I said, I don't know what to do. Like I'm actually at a loss at this point. Because through OBS, it's saying I'm fine.
Right.
Might have to cut this one short tonight. I wonder if we can at least just finish the conversation with Aloth and it'll still be recorded on the VOD. Or if we just gotta pick this up later. Because I'm gonna be honest, I just don't have the patience for dealing with this technical nonsense.
Right. I think it's
trying.
I think it's back. I got both back and they're in good quality, so I think it's back for now.
All right.
I'll tell you if anything changes.
It's been a while since I've been able to speak candidly with anyone, especially about the Leaden Key. It's unexpectedly liberating.
That's it for now. Where's our new friend?
He's on the upper deck.
Gotcha. Seraphin!
Ahoy, Captain. Truth be told, Ferrante half expect us to get our asses blown out of the water at Fort Deadlight. Fortunately for you, I have this bad habit of beating the odds.
As do I.
It's true.
Of course, I do that by way of good old traditional chicanery. And the most important part of any hornswoggle? Solid planning. Well, that and surviving.
Planning? Planning?
Fuck that.
What can you tell me about Fort Deadlight?
Vailian made originally.
Fantastic.
Stones up a few centuries back, but gave it up when the fishmen wouldn't leave them be. Hard to defend against wilder crawling up out of your crappers. Captain Aldiz claimed it a few years back. Fucking filthy from bow to stern. And she had her lads and lasses cleaning fish shit out of the floorboards for months. A couple of them thought it might be better sailing elsewhere and left in the night. Aldi's tracked them down quick as you like, took their heads, and fixed them into little lanterns for the front gate. Called them Fort Deadlights. They say she ain't had a deserter since. Tad cruel for my taste. But I admit to admiring the wordplay.
You know anything about the defenses?
Funny thing about it being a fort means it ain't a boat. Means it don't have to worry about the way the cannons are storing honking big balls. Guns they got crowning that castle put a hole in your poop deck before you've sighted land.
He sighs and scuffs his boot against the floor.
Fort itself be floor to ceiling rum-sodden fools, so that be going for us. But Aldi's keeps the crew on the walls sharp and sober. One blast of their horns and Deadlights locked up tight as an endearing mugger-night. Stay that way too, till any unfamiliar ships have been shot to shit and shot again.
Alright. What do you know about this?
She's sharp as shit, that one. Tongue, mind, and ears alike. Sailed out of Deerwood or Adir one. Knows her knots, and how to crew a ship that won't turn sour. But words ring out among the Principe. More than you'd think for new blood. Part of that's her fierce support of freedom. From slavers, from the empires, from the Juana's caste system even. The rest a lenient hand. Step out of line and Ferrante's got your old crew up for lashes. Aldis, though, she's, let's say there's a reason she attracts limp-cocked nut twists like Benwith. Can't say I much approve of a lack of regard for our traditions, but, can't say I don't share her vexations with Ferrante and the old garden either.
What's your frustration?
Shit, Captain. Buy a lad a drink before you go rooting through his unmentionables.
Alright.
Let's leave it enough for now to say I think there be a course to be charted betwixt anarchy and tyranny.
Alright, we'll come back to that later. You mentioned you have contacts at the fort. Can we rely on their help?
I did say contacts, didn't I?
Great, it's raining. Seraphin rubs the back of his head and he takes sudden studious interest in his boots.
Contact would be more accurate, in the singular. A lass by the name of Ciri. Been running the same circles for years, doldrums and fair winds. We're never family, but never on the wrong ends of arms, neither. Might have shaken the sheets a few months back. Regardless of how she feels about me, there's no love lost betwixt her and Benwith, that's for damn certain.
Your contact is some random lover of yours?
Ugh, random? What do you take me for, Captain?
An idiot.
I love it. That's the first response. I don't know. I haven't talked to you enough to figure you out yet. Forget it.
Forgotten, ma'am.
Let's go over your plan to get into Fort Deadlight.
Deadlight's a tough coconut to crack. But if not cracking, what are nuts for?
Sneak away in.
Might be there's a way to sneak inside. Bet we can find a shady spot to tie up a skiff under the veil of night. Then up the walls and over, quick as you please. Sussing out a place to land without being spotted ourselves require Helia's own eyes. Or a spyglass. You've got a spyglass, I hope?
Nope.
Oh, then let me recommend you remedy yourself there, Captain. A good spyglass, be like a good lover. Shows you the bits you'd have missed otherwise.
Fuck's sake. Alright.
Deadlight's a tough coconut to crack. But if not cracking, what are nuts for?
Well,
right, Captain. Looking forward to watching you work.
God damn it, I wasn't done talking to you.
Not to be telling you your business, Cap, but if we don't set sail for Deadlight, Benweth will finish his repairs and pull anchor.
Oh, I guess that's it. Alright.
Later, sure.
Yeah, we're not going over any plans for Deadlight until we get our crew situation sorted.
No.
And I'm assuming this isn't timed.
I want to say no.
let's at least get to port. And then I can decide what to do. Why am I doing this manually? So we got a ways away. Alright.
Casual reminder that you can... Yeah, okay. I was
Gotcha.
gonna say you can pause. Voyager is the type of boat, by the way.
Gotcha. Cannot parlay.
It is not a trade ship.
She's gonna go. She's gonna go.
Yeah, in terms of the types of ships, there are 5 base ones.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it goes like smallest to biggest, so Voyager is the second smallest.
Gotcha.
Yours being the smallest.
Right.
Well, actually, that's debatable. Yours and a Voyager are very, very close, but they work differently.
Hmm. A lethargic, misshapen bird drops a massive, a damp missive onto the deck. What the
It drops a massive... Oh, God, incoming!
Taparshi, the captain of the Defiant. I know what you're thinking. I have too many lovable cats, dogs, pigs, birds, and... pigs. Okay. Like you, I once thought I could take in stray pets, care for their needs, and shower each one with equal affection. But we limited beings have only so much love to spread around. Unpleasant, unfair, unfortunate. Why are you calling me out, game? That's why I took it upon myself to optimize affection and curtail my creature care. I bring you the Critter Cleaver. What? The Cleaver is a handy, ethics-free apparatus yanked from a genuine and with and dig site and restored to its glorious functionality. Simply slide your favorite feline down one end and let the Cleaver do its charm. The best yet to come. See, the Cleaver remembers. Stick a white bird in there, it remembers. Purple pig, it remembers. It even remembers your pet's strengths, weaknesses, and favorite places to poop. Now your furry friend isn't just going to slide out of the Cleaver's business end the same way it went in. No, they come out different, better, sometimes. That's where it gets fun. Combinations! Want a bird to think like a pig? Want a cat to think like a different, better cat? The Cleaver provides. You'd be doing me a favor. What?
Everything's fucking buffering again.
Ugh. I'm just gonna get through this. I'm just gonna get through. We're gonna go to port and more.
I can't even get anything back this time.
It's just completely gone.
Like, the other times I could at least, like, get a couple frames before it would go weird again, but now I'm just getting black screens.
Your favorite creature, parrot, overnight, attack, respectable. Okay. Whatever.
So, that thing is...
That's what you were talking about.
Yeah, that's the custom pet thing. You might want to not go in there yet.
Why?
I don't remember if it throws you into something immediately. And I don't know if we're even streaming right now.
Fair enough.
Because I'm still getting just black screens.
I'm giving up. I'm giving up. Clearly, the universe does not want this to happen today, so... Kind of an abrupt end to the stream, but you know what? Oh well. We still got some stuff done.
It's true.
Not as much as I would have liked.
Yeah.
But
did you actually stop streaming, or?
I'm still gonna go through the outro.
Okay, just making sure.
I'm still going through the outro in case it does show up in the VOD.
No, I mean that's a good. That's a good plan. I just wanted to make sure.
We'll try again next week.
Huh.
What?
You know, it might be YouTube.
Yeah?
I just tried opening up something else and nothing's happening.
Oh. Cool. I was gonna say, because OBS was fine.
I think it is YouTube.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm trying to open multiple videos and none of them are opening.
Cool.
So it's YouTube's fault.
You know what? That makes me feel a little better. Because at least I know that my equipment is not failing me yet. Even so. My reactions are genuine for the point in time that they are said. So, I mean, we got it on to see. Like, we got our free reign. We just got to start going places. Like I said, we'll pick this up next week, possibly with Suzie joining us, but possibly not. We don't know yet. In terms of the rest of the week, tomorrow, providing I don't feel like dog shit,
Well, I get that.
we're gonna be doing some more Nier, picking back up when we left off with me. Thursday and Friday are nothing. Saturday's a coin toss, though I'm going to lean probably towards no for multiple reasons. But if a stream does happen, it will be Pokemon Sword with everybody. Sunday, it's going to be more Persona 5 Royal.
Wait. I think we're back.
Are we?
Just came back on. Well, it's buffering again, but started for a second. Oh, no, there it goes again.
Sunday, it's going to be more Persona 5 Royal, New Game Plus hard mode playthrough over on the Twitch channel with me. Sunday, it's going to be more... Monday, it's going to be more Persona 5 Strikers with Chris here back on the YouTube channel, where we're going to be getting into some real shit. We left off on quite a cliffhanger. And then next Tuesday, providing the universe doesn't take a fucking massive dump on these plans, we're going to be doing some more pillars. And hopefully getting some more stuff done and getting out of tutorial section. In terms of videos, I got the final episode of Blaze Blue on tomorrow. And Thursday, you're going to be seeing the stream from this week, the Persona Royal stream from this week, as a VOD. In terms of future video series, I don't have anything right now. I have a couple of things possibly planned, but I'm going to have to finagle and kind of experiment with them to see if they would actually make it as a series. So I don't have anything solid yet. In terms of Chris, he's still working on stuff. He has a lot of projects in mind, not streams right now per se, but a lot of video stuff. But he's been working ridiculous hours, which you will see a common pattern across this group among the same lines. So just give him some, give him some patience. PJ, what's going on with your channel?
It's not dead.
It's possibly not going to be not dead for a little longer. Depending on how things go.
If they have Mass Effect 3 multiplayer, then I'll stream that. But outside of that, it's not dead, right? It's not dead, I swear.
Same thing with Suzie's two channels, Suzie Gwatney and Rowan Rose, the gaming and art channels respectively. They're also not dead, just on a long hiatus due to ridiculous work hours. It's frustrating, but it's not the time to talk about it. But obviously, across these four channels, you have a whole bunch of content in the past that you can check out if you're waiting for new stuff to come out, if you haven't already. But I would be remiss not to mention the 5th member of our group, Pooja, or Smiley, depending on how you want to address her. She doesn't run a channel, but she joins us from time to time. In terms of current projects, she is in the Pokemon Sword group series that we do on Saturdays, and the Earthbound video series that is on Chris's channel. And because it is topical, I will also mention that she is kind of scattered through our Mass Effect series that we did a few years ago. Here and there. If you haven't checked that out already, I definitely suggest you go check it out, especially because the Legendary Edition has been was released within the past week. There's sound balance issues, but that was kind of the norm for streams back then. So, regardless, the 5 of us get together every week, perhaps not in the same instance, but we communicate, or at least try to hang out, play games, make content sometimes, do other things. We do it because it's fun. We wouldn't be doing it otherwise, and the multitude of projects that we have planned, and that continuously get added to the queue, can kind of prove that point, and prove that we are not going anywhere anytime soon. So, you guys, as an audience, I want to thank you as well for joining us on all of these wacky adventures. Whether you are active in the chat talking to us, whether you are lurking, whether you're watching this stuff in the future, hi PJ, whether you are
oh my god, did I finally get the stream back?
Right at the end. Whether
on my computer, but oh wait, no, there it goes again. Never mind.
Whether you are listening to it in the background, also hi PJ, because I know I do it a lot. In whatever capacity you turn on this content, and I hope enjoy it, I thank you for taking time out of your days to do so, and hope to see you guys involved in future projects as well. Now, unfortunately, due to circumstances, we are going to have to cut this stream a little short tonight. Like I said, we'll try again next week. At the very least, I will be back with you guys tomorrow for some Nier. If you only care about the Pillar streams, we will see you guys next week for that. Otherwise, just see you around the channel, I suppose. So, for one final time tonight, thank you guys for watching, and we will see you guys next time. Good night, everybody.